Hi everyone, Brandy here. So, how to become a Beachbody coach? I keep hearing this question. I've been a coach myself for probably 7 weeks or so now, and that's definitely one of the most, repeated questions I've had in the past couple weeks. Basically, becoming a coach is super easy. You will either go to an existing coach like myself and sign up, which I'll put my link below in the box if you're interested, or you can go to beachbody.com, and whenever you sign up through that website, they will basically auto send you to whoever, like whatever coach. And then they'll basically be your point of contact if you have questions, if you, want to figure out what it is you want to do, like what the next step would be. But there's a couple things before you decide that being a coach is going to be right for you. Number one, you must be a product of your product. That's probably like the most important, because I don't know, how would you be able to sell a sandwich if you've never had the sandwich before? Get my drift? It's very difficult. So basically what you want to do is once you become a coach, you want to immediately go ahead and figure out which workout you'd want to do, and then of course get Shakeology. A lot of your sales are going to come from Shakeology, so you want to make sure you're tasting different varieties. I know for myself, I ordered the chocolate, but then I also ordered a box of the samples, so that way I could try the vanilla and the strawberry as well. So grab the Shakeology, make sure you know what you're talking about, taste it, do it different ways, use the sample packs, read the directions, and then kind of tweak it yourself for what your flavor is. So that way when you speak to someone, you can say, hey, I did the directions that are on the back of the package, and this is what it tasted like. I myself like peanut butter, so I add peanut butter, or 2 strawberries. Nonetheless, you want to be able to genuinely give your answer to whoever it is you're speaking to, because people notice that, they'll pick up on it, and they'll trust you a little bit more as far as you knowing about the product and, of course, the flavor, because that's really important too. Same thing for whenever you're doing the workout videos. Make sure you're picking something that would interest you. Kind of make yourself a journal. So that way you can go back and refresh your memory. So when someone does ask you, okay, what was this, 2 months from now? Well, you may or may not remember what week 1 was like, because you're on week, 6, 8, 12, and it doesn't bother you anymore. You're already in the motions. You've learned the routine. Everything is down pat. So week 1 is going to be like, okay, what was challenging? But no, you need to write a journal and make sure you're taking notes, so that way when someone asks you, you can know specifically how you felt that week or in that moment. Even if you have a down day, whether you skipped a day or you really didn't do it, you half did it. But at least you'll know, and you'll be able to, again, be genuine whenever you're speaking to someone about the product. So number 1, make sure if you're going to become a Beachbody coach, you are going to be a product of your product. Number 2, make sure you're genuine, because if you're not genuine, then don't even bother becoming a coach. Because basically when you sign up to become a Beachbody coach, you will put yourself out there. You're going to be held accountable for you and your product and the words that you say. If you're going to become a coach, you now take on responsibility of helping other people and motivating them and keeping their process and progress consistent. So that's what they're looking for. People just need an extra push to get out there, get off the couch, and really be the best that they can be. So if you're not interested and you don't really have that drive to do that, maybe coaching isn't right for you right now. Maybe that will change and you'll realize, okay, yeah, I do look good now, or I do feel this way, or Shakeology is working for me. I'm going to do products soon. Figure out what works best for you. But if you don't have that drive or that commitment to be there and hold yourself accountable, how can you hold anyone else accountable? So make sure you take some time to think about that as well. I would say, what else? Network. Make sure you know how to network, or at least you're interested in learning how to network properly. Of course, you have your family and your friends. That in itself is going to be pretty easy to strike up conversation, but it's really about going beyond that step, whether it's your coworkers or maybe just the person in the grocery store who's looking at the same thing that you are. But, once you ask the question or you get the chuckle and break the ice, you're golden. Like, people will let you in. They'll tell you more things than you want to know. So make sure you're listening and make sure that you're interested in what they're saying. Take note of that. And then when they leave, whether you're leaving the grocery store or the barber shop or wherever it is you are, write a little text yourself or email yourself and be like, hey, I saw so-and-so today. They have, she was telling me about this and about how she had gastric bypass and wants to do this. Just make yourself a note and kind of keep that, whether it's in an email or, again, another journal, so that way you can link someone if they do decide to reach out to you via email or phone. Because sometimes people don't do it right away. Sometimes it's a week, 2 weeks, or even 2 months later before they have the time to either get back to you or, maybe something special decides to come up, whether it's an anniversary, a graduation, anything. Like, people will need that extra push. So definitely network. Little by little, people will start to hear what you're saying, and then they'll start seeing your transformation. Then that's the greatest thing for networking, is basically let your body be your walking billboard. People want to see progress. They don't want you to just talk about it. They don't want you to just say, hey, Shakeology tastes great, you should try it. They don't want to hear you like, oh, I can do this many push-ups now. They want to actually see something happening. So if you're little by little, whether it's you're losing weight or you're getting tone or maybe you're gaining weight through muscle, like, people are going to start noticing. Your shirts are going to fit snug, or maybe they'll fit a little baggy depending on what you're going for. But make sure you're picking the right product that works for you. Be happy, stay positive. People just need that extra push. They need to be motivated. And if you want to become a Beachbody coach and you think you can do that, then go ahead and sign up. I'll make sure I'll put all my information down below in the description box. Take care. Thanks again for watching, everyone. And I guess I'll see you soon.